Yes, welcome to the In My View podcast, everyone. And of course, I'm going to ask you to, subscribe, like, or share the video. Of course, you can drop a comment, and you know what we're talking about today. We're talking about the strikers in the EPL. A lot of movements with the strikers in the EPL. That is the English Premier League. So, of course, smash a like, share the content, and of course, if you haven't subscribed and you like the content, please subscribe. I'm going to just pause for 5 seconds and give you a chance to like, subscribe, or share the video. So go ahead and do that for me, please. All right, so seeing that you have liked and shared the video and you have already hit the subscribe button, you can also hit the notification button. You understand? So let's get straight into what today's episode is about, and it's about the strikers in the EPL, and I'll be giving my opinion on who I think will have get the golden boot this season. So, as many of you might know, a lot of big strikers in the Premier League, a lot of big strikers joining the Premier League, and we have a lot of strikers moving in the Premier League. Isak, reports coming out that he decided that, listen, I want to leave Newcastle. Maybe it's a ploy to get a bigger contract at Newcastle. Maybe even Newcastle will come to some agreement and he'll get a bigger contract with a particular release clause. Maybe that's still on the table for him to go to Barcelona next season when Lewandowski leaves. That's also an option. And, still have big strikers coming into the Premier League. Gyökeres is at Arsenal. So you're looking at that as well, a player who will be looking to get the goals for Arsenal and get them up the table. Well, move them out, place up the table to get them into first place. A lot of Arsenal fans saying, the striker is what is the missing piece for Arsenal. So Gyökeres as well will be in the conversation for Golden Boot. But of course, you cannot go past Mr. Erling Haaland. Yes, the Norwegian great poacher in the box. Erling Haaland is definitely going to be amongst hands down, he's the best striker in the Premier League in terms of scoring goals. He's the best striker in the Premier League. Is he the best overall striker, more complete striker? No. I think that title goes to Isak. Isak can score goals as well in the box, outside the box. Isak can run the channels. He can play on the wing. He can do everything for me. So Isak for me is the most complete striker in the Premier League. And of course, looking over at Chelsea, they have signed two. Well, João Pedro for me is not an out-and-out centre forward, but he's good in the forward area. He's good running the channels, run the channels well, play on the last shoulder, and of course, he has some stunners in his foot. And of course, you're looking at the centre forward who was brought in by Chelsea this summer, and that is Delap. That he will be looking to get some goals as well. So the lesser forwards who you don't think they will be amongst the golden boot race, your Chris Wood, can he has the same season that he had last season? Dominic Solanke, can he score some goals? Can he get between 15 and 20 goals? You notice I'm not mentioning any centre forward at Manchester United because we don't have any. We don't have any that will be up there in the golden boot race. What we have though, we mean in Manchester United, two wingers who can score goals. You're looking at Cunha, who can get up to 15, and Mboma showed last season when he got 20, but a couple of penalties indoors and at Manchester United, I don't think he will be the first option on penalties. So you don't think that he will score as many goals as 20 this season, but he can get between 15 and 20 goals. So a lot of goal scorers in the Premier League. And how can I talk about, I was talking about strikers, but if we're talking about goal scorers, we can't leave out two players who are not necessarily goal scorers, not necessarily strikers rather, but they are definitely goal scorers. We're talking about Cole Palmer from Chelsea. This man knows how to find the back of the net, and he knows how to impact games, whether scoring or assisting. You can't take that from Cole Palmer. He has big influences on games and game results. So looking at Cole Palmer, he might be one of those, depending on how well Chelsea is playing, who can get into that golden boot race. And I leave the man himself for last, Mo Salah. definitely will be scoring goals this season. That's almost a guarantee. There is no if, there is no but, there is no maybe. Mo Salah will be amongst the Golden Boot race for this Premier League season. With all of that being said, I will pick my top three in terms of who I think will be the leading goal scorers in the Premier League this season. And starting off with number three, I am going with Mr. Ice Cole Palmer. I think he will get approximately 21 goals this season. Anywhere between 19 and 21, that's where you'll find Cole Palmer. He's on penalties. Chelsea have some very fleety foot players. So you look at Chelsea, you get possibly around 6 or 7 penalties this season. And I bank on Cole Palmer to score each and every one of them. Next on the list, Mo Salah. I think Salah will score the second amount. He will run second in the goal scoring in the Golden Boot race with approximately anywhere between 25 and 23 goals. That's where I see Mo Salah. That's the amount of goals I see Mo Salah scoring this season. So Mo Salah will run second in the goal scoring race this season. And of course, holding down for me the number one spot, I think he will score more than 25 goals this season in the Premier League. And that's Mr. Erling Haaland. I think he will have a field day in the Premier League. He was injured a lot last season, missed a couple of games. Hopefully, for Man City fans' sake, he will be fit all season. And a fit Erling Haaland is scoring close to 27 goals this season. That is my view.